What's up guys, ArchAngel Manga here, and this is my annual, I'm hoping you guys can see me here, collection update, manga collection update. Last year I did a manga and anime collection update like combined. This year however, because I've kind of got like a lot more anime than I had last year, I'm going to do two separate videos. This video you're going to see me do my manga collection. I hope I'm like not sort of, I hope you guys can see me here. Anywho, my manga collection has vastly expanded from what I did last year. Last year, I believe I did my collection update on the, I think it's Boxing Day actually. So I'm deciding to do it a little bit early this year because I don't plan on picking anything else up in terms of like manga or anime, because obviously my budget has gone completely, on Christmas presents for like, family, relatives, friends and all that kind of stuff. So I'm all maxed out and I've got kind of a lot on. Dust it off here. Got a lot on, coming up, in the new year, like new job and everything. So life's a bit hectic right now. So, anywho, you don't want to see, as probably Zach would say, you don't want to see my ugly mug anymore. You want to see the collection. So I'm going to start on this shelf over here. I guess I could say this is kind of a bit like a room tour. I don't know. Anywho. I guess I could maybe talk about through the series. A lot of the stuff that I have on this shelf and a lot of the manga, pretty much in my entire collection, the vast majority of it I haven't read. So, I have it, like I said, I've mentioned in a few videos before, I have a huge backlog. Anywho, here we have 5 centimeters per second. I've seen the animated movie, which I thought was brilliant. However, I haven't seen, I haven't read the book. Twin Spicker, Volume 1 and 2. Pikachu Volume 1, haven't read either of these, Twin Spicker or Pikachu, but I've heard great things about them, so which is why I decided to pick them up. Pikachu is only a 3-volume long series, so I need to pick up the next 2 volumes. I've got Osamu Tezuka's Apollo Song, Volume 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, this is such a great manga. Absolutely love it. Probably one of my favourite shonen titles of all time. Genshiken Omnibus 1, another great manga. Highly recommend Genshiken. Mushishi Volume 1, these are the Del Rey editions. Well, it doesn't really matter what edition it is you pick up, whether it's the Del Rey or the Kodansha, because all are out of print. Mine's a little bit damaged on the spine here, but it's a great manga. I got this for a good price, so I decided to pick it up. I'm hopefully going to buy the rest of the series off my friend as he's selling all of his manga. Next we've got Blue Spring, Taya Matsumoto. I haven't read this manga yet, but I do like Taya Matsumoto's work. Rolgrad, Volume 1 and 2. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. It's not really conducive to my knees standing like this, but whatever. Rolgrad, picked this up because the art's by Takeshi Obata, simple as that. Denmark Wonderland, Volume 1 to 3. I need to start reading this. Magi, Labyrinth of Magic, Orders Magi. Volume 1 to 3, really promising shonen series by Shinobu Otaka, another female mangaka. I really liked the first 3 volumes, thought it was great. Nisekoi, Volume 1, picked this up because I've heard a lot about it, and hey, I'm all good for a shonen romance. Drifting Classroom, Volumes 1 to 3, bought these off of my friend. Supposedly, really classic sort of horror series, so I'm looking forward to getting into reading that. Gyo Volumes 1 and 2, another 2-volume long series that I bought off my friend for pretty cheap. I'm probably going to be giving these away at some point in the new year though, because Viz have announced that they're going to be releasing Gyo in 1 2-in-1 hardback, similarly to what they did. Pardon me, similarly to what they did with Uzumaki. So I'm probably going to be giving these away at some point. Next we have Barra and the Cat Returns. The original mangaka, which was the inspiration for the Cat Returns, Studio Ghibli film. This is part of the Studio Ghibli Library manga line. Hold on, I'm just getting to focus. Yep, there we go. Okay, next we have No Matter How I Look at It, You Guys Thought I'm Not Popular, Volume 1, or Watamote. I really enjoyed the anime for this, so that's why I picked up the manga, started picking up the manga. I think it's about 5 volumes that are out now. By Nico Tanigawa. I don't have enough yen press titles, so I decided to pick it up because I enjoyed the anime. Next, the manga version of Pulamagi Madoka Magica. I haven't even seen the anime yet. I have the anime, but I haven't watched it yet, so blind buy, so I don't mind. Bloodlad, Volume 1 by Yuki Kodama. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've read this first volume, and I'm highly neglecting this series. I really need to pick up more volumes of it. Otomo Tezuka's The Mysterious Underground Men. You might have seen this in my recent top 10 underrated manga video. So if you want to know my thoughts on this, go and check that out. It's probably the last video, that's uploaded secondary to this. Drifters, Volume 1, same guy who created Hellsing. Really didn't like it. The artwork was great, but the story was just a little bit, convoluted for my taste. Male, Volumes 1 to 3, by Hosui Yamazaki, the guy who was the author of, the artist behind the Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service. Really, really, really creepy horror manga. Dealing with like ghosts and things like a blind guy who basically gains sight, and with gaining sight he gains the ability to see ghosts. It's really, really creepy, really scary. Highly recommend. Fulikuli the Omnibus did a review of this. Really great manga, but prefer the anime. Ohikoshi by Hiroaki Samura. Again, really great series of short stories. Knights of Sidonia by Satomu Nihei. I need to get on this. Probably start reading this once I finished Biomega. I've got a few more volumes of Biomega to read. I might even just reread the whole series again. But yeah, I know I'm in for a good ride with that. Kazan. I absolutely know nothing about this manga. I bought it when I was at a comic fair a few months back. And yeah, I literally know nothing about this manga. So yeah, next shelf down. We have all the available volumes of Appleseed, volumes 1 to 4, Hypernotes, and Appleseed ID. I'm going to probably reread through this entire series again because you really need to read Hypernotes and ID in order to really fully understand the story, because it's such an expansive world that Shigeru Masamune has managed to cram into 4 or 5 small little volumes. So it's pretty confusing, but it's a good manga. Tenjo Tenge. This is something I picked up on a bargain. I picked up on a whim. I don't have any series by Oh Great other than this. I haven't read it, so I really don't know what to expect. Children of the Sea, volumes 1 to 3. 2 more volumes of this, and I think it's completed. Again, this is a series I bought off my friend for really cheap. I've heard promising things about Children of the Sea, so I'm looking forward to reading it as and when I can. Doubt, volume 1. Again, I know nothing about the series. I know it's centered around some kind of game called Rabbit Doubt or something like that. Lots of violence in it, from what I'm told. I'll read it as and when I can. Saturn Apartments, volumes 1 to 7. It's a complete series under the signature Icky line. I cannot wait to start reading this. The premise of it sounds really, really interesting, about some kid who is like a window washer on like a giant sort of ring-like construct around the Earth. Sounds really, really interesting. Can't wait to start reading it. Real, volumes 1 to 7 by Takahiko Inoue about wheelchair basketball. Again, I need to start reading this. A lot of the stuff here I need to actually start reading. I've flicked through some of the pages, and obviously, it's Takahiko Inoue. You're in for a treat. In terms of like artistic quality and story. Okay, next, some Kyoko Okazaki titles, Helter Skelter and Pink. I'm probably going to be reading through these for my 24-hour manga marathon because, they're short reads, so I might as well read them both at the same time. I'm looking forward to reading them. Again, I don't have enough Josei manga in my collection. Now here is, a really strong title which I've really neglected for the greater part of the year. I've had this over a year, I haven't started reading it, and that's Pluto by Naoki Urasawa. Naoki Urasawa is one of my favourite mangaka of all time. But I just haven't had the chance to start reading this because obviously I've been trying to get through Tezuka season, and due to my schedule and things like that, it's just really difficult to to dedicate time to reading manga for a long time, a long periods of time. So I will get around to reading this in the new year, and I'm expecting great things of it. I was confident enough to buy the entire series. Obviously this is volumes 1 to 8, the entire run of the series. I was confident enough to buy the entire series, so I know it's going to be a great read. Next, Inio Sano's What a Wonderful World. Really, really enjoyed this manga. It's really, really great. Highly recommend. Dorohedoro volumes 1 and 2. Sorry. Oh no, not 1 and 2. 6 and 1. Really random miscellaneous volumes in the wrong order. But another title under the signature Ricky line. And I've heard great things about it. Strain, complete series, volumes 1 to 5, by Ryoichi Ikigami, the artist behind Crying Freeman and Sanctuary, and Baronton, who I believe was the original creator for Fist of the North Star. Look forward to reading this. It's classic manga, and the artwork looks absolutely stunning. Okay, last shelf on this bookcase, Full Metal Alchemist, complete series, volumes 1 to 27. I absolutely love this manga. I recently finished it within like the last year. I read it right, for the first time. It's got real sort of high. Hold on, sorry, not my high rereadability. I also finished watching Brotherhood, the anime series, and it's just a really great manga. Next we have Hunter x Hunter, volumes 1 to 10, 13, 26, and 27. I was really skeptical about the manga until I actually started reading. Bloody stumbling on my words. I was really skeptical about this manga until I started watching the Hunter x Hunter 2011 anime, which I ended up loving, and now I really enjoy Hunter x Hunter, so I need to pick up more of the volumes, but I'm scared of catching up because obviously Yoshihiro Togashi is well known for his hiatuses, and I'm scared of catching up because I don't want to be kind of left yearning for more of the series. The Chimera Ant arc was just by far, one of the greatest arcs in any shonen sort of anime I've ever seen. But the manga, however, I know it's kind of got its problems, in terms of its artistic quality. So, I don't really know what to expect, when I kind of get into those. Next, we have another Taya Matsumoto title, Go-Go Monster. Something else I need to start reading. But yeah, it looks really promising. Love the book design, everything. Okay, so that's it for that shelf. Now, onto my main bookcase. As you can see, I've got a lot of stuff here. We'll start with the top shelf. Kind of dark in there. Carmen. Really great underrated title by Gen Publishing. Next we have 7 Billion Needles, volumes 1 to 4, the complete series. So, one of my favourite mangas. Really enjoyed this. Probably need to re-review it because my review of it that's currently up is kind of outdated. The Flowers of Evil, volumes 1 to 5. I need to pick up more of these volumes. I'm kind of skeptical about it. It wasn't as great as I thought it would have been, having read the first 3 volumes. But I heard it gets better, so it's promising. I'm probably, I think the final volume's out now, so I can just pick up all the volumes that are available and kind of read through the entire thing all in one go. Sam Tezuka's Princess Knight. Also, this is kind of my Tezuka shelf. If you're not aware, Princess Knight, volumes 1 and 2. Okay, manga. It wasn't absolutely, it wasn't stunning, but it was good for what it was. Similarly with the Twin Knights, its sequel. Then we have the first 3 volumes of Buddha. I cannot wait to start reading this manga. I'm going to pick up all 8 volumes of it and then kind of read through it all in one go. So I'm, slowly picking that up. Ode to Kirihito. Yeah, another sort of manga that I've been hyped about reading. This is probably going to be coming up in my Tezuka season of videos, so yeah, I think this is actually what I'm going to be reading after Triton of the Sea, which is what I'm currently reading. Next, Dororo, the complete 4-volume omnibus. I recently did a review of this. It was a really good manga. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought. Triton of the Sea, this is volume 2. I have volume 1 over here, which is what I'm currently reading. Won't fit on there because of the bookmark at the top. But yep, Triton of the Sea by Osamu Tezuka. My current reading material, I'm getting through it really slowly because obviously I'm really busy, so it's kind of like 1 chapter a night, if even that. Mu, the hardback edition. This didn't come with the dust jacket, which I would have liked it because obviously I picked this up second hand, so it comes without the dust jacket, but it's still in relatively good condition. Next we have Ayako. I cannot wait to start reading this. Yeah, the rest of these manga in hardcover. I love Tezuka's hardcover volumes. Message to Adolf, volumes 1 and 2. And finally, The Book of Human Insects. Yeah, that's Tezuka. Hardcovers. Now, the next shelf down, we have Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin, volumes 1 to 6. Oh, yeah, that's 1 to 6. The latest volume's out, so I need to pick that up. I think it's The Battle of Loom. Volume 6 was absolutely incredible. So I can't wait to read more of this. It's a really great manga. It's just Vertical have just done such great justice by this manga in releasing it in such a pristine quality. I could go on talking about this all day, so I'm just going to move on to Vinland Saga, the first for the first 4 omnibuses. I believe these are 2-in-1 volumes. I was kind of skeptical about this manga at first, having read the first 2 volumes. You know, I didn't really think it was as great as I would have thought. And then I read volume 3 and 4, where it just completely changed. And I've fallen in love with this series. It's a really great series. I need to pick up volume 5 ASAP because that's the start of a new arc. So I cannot wait to read more of this series. It's so great. Next we have Wolf Children, Ame and Yuki, another hardback released by Yen Press. Beautiful, beautiful release. I absolutely loved the film of this, so you know that's obviously why I picked up the manga. Yeah, cannot wait to start reading it. A Bride Story, really great manga. I believe this is actually a seinen. I thought it would have been a josei, you know, kind of considering, you know, its subject matter and what it deals with. Really, really great manga. You know, more guys need to pick up this series because it's so freaking awesome. Then we have Karamori, Anything and Something, which is basically just a companion booklet to A Bride Story. It's just like a fan art booklet. Well, not fan art because there's no fan art in it, but it's just basically extras. You know, notes from Karamori, the author. You know, her talking about you know, her previous series like Shirley and Emma. And basically just her, you know, her like sort of like sketches and things like that. It's a really great manga, kind of, you know, companion booklet, and I recommend it. Next we have Sunny by Taya Matsumoto, Volume 1 and 2. Another manga under the signature Iki line. Again, this is something I need to start reading. You know, really gorgeous hardcovers. Next, we have Junji Ito's Uzumaki. I'm probably going to be reading this for my 24-hour manga marathon. You know, I've highly neglected this manga, but I'm really glad it was released in this hardcover edition. Really, really beautiful. Next, we have Yoshihiro Tatsumi's Black Blizzard. Now, the rest of this stuff on my shelf is Gekiga manga, so you know, these are titles which I just highly recommend picking up anyway. So yeah, Black Blizzard. I'm going to kind of get that out so it's easy to get the other ones out. Black Blizzard, Goodbye, another hardcover. Goodbye, also by the same author, Yoshihiro Tatsumi. The Boxman by Imiri Sakabashira, sorry. Really great Gekiga from the Drawn Quarterly publisher. A Single Match by Oji Suzuki. Yeah. And then Red Snow by Susumu Katsumata. All from Drawn Quarterly from the Gekiga line. I'm going to be starting up a new series of videos sometime in the new year called Gekiga Spotlight, where I basically just start reviewing Gekiga manga. I'm just going to leave that there. I'll put that in afterwards. Anyway, that's kind of like my Gekiga corner there. Moving further down, we have another Gekiga manga, Seiji Hayashi's Gold Pollen and Other Stories. Really, really, really avant-garde manga. Highly recommend it still. Next we have Shigeru Sugiura's The Last of the Mohicans, the second volume from the Picture Box line of 10-cent manga. Yeah, it's a treat. I haven't read through it yet, obviously. Volumes 1 and 2 of Therme Rome, more hardback releases from Yen Press. I think this is about a Roman who basically goes back in time and ends up in Japan. Like a Roman who's like really into like bathing and things like that, you know, like Roman baths or something. I don't know. I haven't read it. Anywho, High School of the Dead full color omnibus edition, volume 1. I'm not a big fan of fan service, but I just picked it up because it's like a collector's item. Strange Tale of Panorama Island by Suihiro Maruo. You know, something else I need to kind of read through. Tekken Concrete Black and White, read through this, really, really great manga, highly recommend it. Moto Hagio's Drunken Dream and Other Stories. This is something, I think Moto Hagio was part of the Year 24 group, which is one of the categories that I'm hopefully going to be doing for Immortalim's 24-hour manga marathon, so I'm going to kind of save this for then. But you know, it's a really great hardcover. You know, I'm a sucker for hardcovers. And I don't have enough shoujo manga in my collection, so, you know, who better to start with than Moto Hagio, one of the pioneers of shoujo manga. Akira, volumes 1 to 6, full series, by Katsuhiro Otomo, one of my favourite seinens. I really need to do a review of this, but in order to review, I think I'm going to need to reread it, to be fair, because there's so much, you know, to talk about with this series. But yeah, Akira, Next we have The Walking Man by Jiro Taniguchi. This is something I recently picked up. I did say I hadn't really bought any manga for like November, December, but I have picked up a few things, and this is one of them. This was out of print for quite a while, even though it came out this year. So I noticed it was back on, back on sale on Amazon, and I just took, the plunge and bought it. Next, we have another Jiro Taniguchi title, A Zoo in Winter. I haven't read enough Jiro Taniguchi, so I can't really, talk about whether or not they're good. But I have high hopes for them. Next, we have Wandering Sun. I think this is about a little boy and a little girl who basically want to change their sexes, something like that. I have a spare copy of this, so I'm probably going to be doing a giveaway of the spare copy of this that I have sometime in the new year. Another new pickup that I got was Nijikara Holograph by Inio Asano. I really love Inio Asano's work from the 2 titles of his that I've read. So yeah, that's that. Now, Battle Royale, the Ultimate Editions from Tokyo Pop. I would like to say I have the full series, but I'm missing Volume 5, which I'll probably never get my hands on, regrettably, because it's so expensive. The sellers on Amazon just take the piss in terms of upping up the price, because obviously things go out of print. I would absolutely love to get my hands on Volume 5, but it's just unfeasible. But it's a great series nonetheless. I still consider myself lucky to have these beautiful hardcover volumes, the big mammoth thick volumes. I really do love these volumes, and they are one of the prides in my collection. So yeah, that's it for that shelf. Let's move down to the next shelf, the 4th shelf. Start out with something really popular. And that is Attack on Titan, volumes 1 to 13. I need to pick up volume 14. But yeah, Attack on Titan's great. I know everybody kind of says it's kind of overhyped, but I really like it. I love the anime, and I really like the manga. Now we have Parasite, one of literally my favourite seinen of all time, or my current favourite seinen of all time. Volumes 1 to 8, the complete series. This was out of print for a really long time, and Kodansha have done the right thing and reprinted it, in conjunction with the anime being released. It's got much more popularity. More people are picking it up and getting into it, so that's really appreciative, because it's a great series. Next we have Time Killers by Kazue Kato, the author behind Blue Exorcist. Just a miscellaneous pickup. To kind of try out her her style. Next we have Ikigami volumes 1 to 9. I need to look at the 10th volume to finish it off. This is such a great series. I'm so sad to see it end. So the last volume is going to be really kind of melancholy for me to read, because I've had such a great ride reading the series, and it's just so brilliantly told, even though it's kind of episodic. Anyway, Bunny Drop volumes 1 to 5, another great series. I need to pick up the next 5 volumes to complete this. Obviously, it's finished. Another 10-volume series, another Josei, which I've really enjoyed. Next, Terra for Mars volumes 1 and 2. Latest volumes out, haven't picked that up. I'll pick up at some point in the new year. I'm not in a rush. It's a good series. Okay, so that's it for that shelf. Not really much to talk about other than Parasite. So the penultimate shelf on my big 6-footer main case. Oh dear, is oh my gosh, I still get butterflies when I see this on my shelf. And that's Blade of the Immortal. I've read the first 5 volumes and it's really good, but kind of slow. I've got volumes 1 to 25, so there's I think about 6 more volumes out, and it's like the complete series. I think it's 31 volumes long, or maybe 33 volumes long. I'm not really sure. But a lot of these volumes were out of print, and funnily enough, I managed to pick up about 20 of these volumes for £1 as they were on sale, brand new. Hold on, let's pick up one miscellaneous volume here. As you can see, there's the price mark. I haven't read this volume obviously yet, because I've only read the first 5 volumes, but yeah, the majority of these volumes I got for £1. This is the greatest deal, in terms of manga that I've ever stumbled across. Because they're all in basically like to go to sell out box. So this is probably the greatest deal of manga I'm ever going to come across. It was like winning the lottery. It honestly was. Anyway, insufficient direction. Mayoko Ano, the wife of legendary director um, Hideaki Anno. I haven't read this, but again, it was just another miscellaneous pickup because I'm a big fan of Hideaki Anno's work. You know, Neon Genesis Evangelion and whatever else. I believe he did Neon Genesis Evangelion. Yeah, he did. I also have to kind of second guess myself then. Next we have Biomega, the complete series, volumes 1 to 6, by Satomu Nihei. I'm going to be rereading through this series because I think it was either I either read the first 3 volumes or the first 5 volumes. I don't really remember. I've had this series for a really long time. This is probably the series that's been in my backlog the longest, because I've just neglected it, and I've just have other things on, like studying and things like that. So anyway, I'm going to reread through this entire series and give you my opinions some point next year. Solanin, Inio Asano, really enjoyed this manga. I did a review of it. It wasn't as good as What a Wonderful World, I thought, but it was a good manga. Next we have The Summit of the Gods, another Jiro Taniguchi title. Need to pick up more of this. Really great. Enjoyed it. Tokyo Babylon, Clamp title. I have literally no Clamp in my collection other than this. Probably some people will really, kick me for that and say, where is your Clamp? Why do you not have more Clamp in your collection? That's something I'm hoping to rectify in the new year. There's a lot of Clamp titles that are in my wish list. And I really do love their artwork. Clamp is just a massive mangaka over in Japan, and even in the West. Obviously I really can't talk about their work because I haven't really read any of it. But I have watched Chobits, and I enjoyed it. It was good. Anywho, next we have Neon Genesis Evangelion, volumes 1 to 12, or 1 to 4 in these 3-in-1 editions. Now, Neon Genesis Evangelion is a 14 volume long series, so I'm hoping that the next 2 volumes, the final 2 volumes, will be released, in the sort of trim size that these are released in, because I don't want to pick up the singular volumes of it and then have it looking odd on my shelf. So I'm kind of holding out and buying them, which is why I haven't bothered reading the final volume, the 10 to 12 yet, because I want Viz to release it in the same edition as these. Anywho, another rare title, Town of Evening Calm, Country of Cherry Blossoms. This is just a miscellaneous pickup because it was simply, too pretty to pick up. It was a really pretty title. Had a really great synopsis in the back, and I really like the kind of, its setting and things like that. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible at doing things one-handed. But yeah, why not? Next we have Axe Alternative Manga, one of the strangest, anthologies of manga I've ever read. Did a review of this a few years back. It's got high rereadability. I'm still waiting for that volume 2. Maybe that'll never come out, but whatever. Anyway, next we have Shigeru Mizuki title, Nanomba. I've heard this is really good. And I've heard, Shigeru Mizuki is a mangaka whose work I'm wanting to get more of. It's kind of like the kind of go-to guy when you want to read something, like a monster manga, yokai manga, and he's just one of the pioneers of Gekiga. So, yeah. Now the final shelf. It's kind of dark down here, probably due to the fact that Berserk's down here. So obviously it's very dark. And that's obviously we've got Berserk volumes 1 to 20, 26, 29, 33. I need to pick up more Berserk. I'm currently on volume 20. It kind of got a little bit slow after the Golden Age arc. There's some kind of characters who I find really irritating. So it's not been as excellent as I thought it was. It is excellent, but not as excellent as I would have liked. But it is a really great series. Next we have Yotsuba, which is probably a strange manga to put next to Berserk because the contrast so much. But yeah, I don't mind juxtaposing things. Volumes 1 to 7 by Koyohiko Azuma. I read what's it called? Azumanga Daioh, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. I know Yotsuba has a cult following and whatnot. So yeah. Volume 1 to 7. Next we have Claymore, volumes 1 to 24. Only 2 more volumes of this, maybe 3 more volumes of this until the series is completely finished. Which really shocked me when I found out that it's going to be over. Because I really love this series. It's really underrated shonen title. So I'm going to be really sad to see it go. So anyway, next, moving on, we have Monster. This is 15 volumes. I'm missing a few volumes, but I'm not going to bother picking them up because obviously I need to pick up the Perfect editions, which are recently released. So yeah, great series. You know, absolutely loved it. Next, we have Volume 1 of Welcome to the NHK. I've got the anime for this, so I'm going to watch that and then maybe read the manga, see if I can pick up some more of the volumes. Next we have Cyborg 009 by Shotaro Shinomori, absolute classic mangaka. This is volumes 3, 4 and 5. I would like to pick up some of the other volumes. I think some of them are pretty cheap to pick up, so I'm going to buy a few more miscellaneous volumes, but I might not be able to, you know, read through the entire series. I just bought them because they're collector's items. And, you know, obviously Tokyo Pop being massively, you know, influential, but ultimately ended up going out of print. Okay, so that was it for my big 6-footer bookcase. I've got all this here to show you. I'm kind of going to zip through this. So yeah, Dragon Ball Z, volumes 1 to 26. And I still need to pick up Dragon Ball. I don't know when that'll happen. This is probably the first manga I ever read. In fact, it is the first manga that I ever read. Next, we have One Piece, volumes 1, all the way up to the latest release, which is right in that dark corner over there, volume 72. I absolutely love One Piece, favourite shonen, you know, I don't really need to say anymore. Miscellaneous volumes of Blade of the Immortal, which I would like to give away to somebody at some point. So, you know, if you want to kind of pause on, you know, on this and see if, you know, there's a few volumes there that you would like, then, you know, hit me up. Next we have Naruto, volumes 1 all the way up to 64. I might as well just pick up the you know, the final few volumes because, you know, I've got this much of it so far, but I am absolutely not in a hurry to pick up any more Naruto, even though I've got so much of it already because it had a terrible ending as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, Bleach, volumes 1 to 38. I'm not going to be picking up any more Bleach. I don't really like it, so probably my least favourite out of you know, the big three, and by far probably my least favourite shonen. I just don't really like it, to be fair. So yeah. Okay, here we have Bakuman, volume 2 to 20. My friend has volume 1. He's had it for a very long time. I need to pick it back up off of him. I don't think he ever read it. He's a big fan of Death Note, but I tried to get him into Bakuman, and I don't think it's worked, so I need to pick up my volume 1 back off him, but I'm not in a rush because, you know, I've already read all of this, so, but yeah, Bakuman is absolutely just freaking awesome. Love Bakuman, so that's everything that's on my big table. Also, yes, I don't know if you noticed this feather duster. I highly recommend anybody picking up a feather duster. I use this on a daily basis, I don't care. It's really, really handy, you know, for dusting off the top of your manga and stuff like that. So, yeah, pick up a feather duster, guys. Oh, I forgot to show you this. My Ghost in the Shell manga. A few art cards there. Human Error Processor, which is volumes 1.5 and volume 1 of Ghost in the Shell. Bashir Masamune. Need to read through these. I'll do that in whenever. Some point. Okay, final shelf of manga. Yeah, here we have the Kurosagi Corps Delivery Service, volumes 1 to 12. Let me sit down so I can kind of get comfortable. Yep, Kurosagi Corps Delivery Service, volumes 1 to 12. I'm up to volume 5. Probably just going to reread this series. Really, really great horror film. Not film, it's a manga, yeah. Anywho, Gantz, volumes 1 to 8. I'm on volume 6. 7 and 8 are still in the shrink wrap. Okay, Lady Snowblood, volume 1. Crying Freeman, the complete series, volumes 1 to 5 by Ryoshi Ikigami and Kazuo Koike. Kazuo Koike is regarded as the other half of the Golden Pair or something like that, I think. Anywho, yeah. My Neighbor Totoro light novel. I've never really read light novels, but, you know, I'm willing to give this a try. Obviously, I've bought it, so, and I'm a big Totoro fan and Ghibli fan in general, so yeah. Banana Fish, miscellaneous volumes of that. I'd like to pick up, or try and pick up, you know, the first sort of 4 volumes and kind of reread through, because I've got like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so I can read the first 10 volumes and see, you know, what I think of it. But I know co-provider's a big fan of this, and you know, I found these just like in a bargain box, like in Forbidden Planet, for £1 each. So I decided to pick them up. Final volume of GTO, Great Cheetah Onizuka. Don't know why I picked that up, because you know it's got massive spoilers on the back. You know, in like the little sort of, you know, volume rundown sort of thing. So maybe I shouldn't have picked that up. Maybe I should have just kind of gone with volume 1. But I found it at a comic convention, so whatever. Next shelf down, the penultimate shelf, guys. We have Vagabond volumes 1 to 10. Oops, I'm just gonna get this lead out of the way. Yes, Vagabond, volumes 1 to 10. I need to pick up volume 11. I think volume 12 is going to be coming out soon. And I think Vagabond is actually drawing to a close, so we're finally going to get to see the confrontation and the ultimate fight between Musashi Miyamoto and Sasaki Kojiro. One of the greatest rivalries ever told, I think. Especially, you know, considering it's based on a true story. So yeah, Vagabond, one of my favourite seinen. Next, we have Death Note. This leads in the way still. Let's go move up here. Yeah, Death Note. Great shonen, everybody knows it. Garden by Yokoyama? I don't even know. I honestly don't know what this is. Oh no, it's by Yuichi Yokoyama. Sorry, Mr. Yokoyama. Garden. This is probably one of the strangest looking manga I've ever read, as it's all kind of digital. You know, all the artwork is digital. Yeah, I honestly don't know why I picked this up. It was £1. It might be good, but it's just really sort of, you know, alternative, and you know, I'm like a magnet to that sort of stuff. If I see something that's, you know, strange, then I'll kind of go and pick it up. Azuma Daioh, by Koyohiko Azuma, same author behind Yotsuba. I absolutely love this manga. It's absolutely just beautiful. It's brilliant, so funny. You know, I was crying laughing at some of the moments in this. It's so great. I would love to see the anime at some point. Okay, another manga under the signature iffy line, Kingyo Use Books. I'm gonna get this out. I really honestly don't see anybody picking this up, and this would be in my top 10 underrated manga if I had read more of it. But from what I've read of it, it's really good. I honestly should do a review of this and pick up more volumes. I don't know if it's completed or if it's ongoing or anything, but it's good. I recommend people read it. Read it now. Get it back in. Okay. Oku, The Inner Chambers. This is a manga I picked up last year, because last year I was also planning on doing the 24-hour manga marathon also, but never ended up doing it because obviously I was really busy. But I'm probably gonna read it for this year because it contains like yaoi elements, and that's not necessarily a category I want to pick up. You know, that's not a category that I wanted to do anyway. But I've heard that Oku is really good. It's a josei. And it's won a load of awards. Eisner Award, Osamu Tezuka Cultural Prize, James Tiptree Jr. Award, which I'm not familiar with that award, but it's got a lot of prestigious awards and accolades to it, so it must be good. So yeah, Oku, The Inner Chambers. I also have a free sample of Vampire Knight. Vampire Knight might be good. I honestly don't know. Okay, final shelf. Final stuff I'm going to be showing you. 20th Century Boys and 21st Century Boys by Naiki Urasawa. One of my favourite seinen. I need to get more shelf space because I want to put this higher up. I don't want this to like so close to my floor because it gets dusty. This is this is one of the series that's like the pride of the characters. The pacing, the plot, everything about this manga I feel is just perfect. It's one of the most perfect. Oh, I'm missing something out. I forgot to show you my Nausicaa Valley of the Wind, box set. Another pride of my collection. I absolutely love this. So yeah, that's been my manga collection for 2014. So I do believe I have something close to 800 volumes in this collection. I could be wrong. I need to do a bit of a double check. But I will put the volume count in either the title of the video or the description. So that's it for this collection video. Stay tuned for the anime collection video, which will be uploaded shortly after this, hopefully. But also, a final note, if you're interested in any of the manga that you've seen in this collection and you want to buy it, then head down to the description below where I will put my book depository affiliate link. Click on that, it'll take you to the book depository side where you can basically buy manga with free worldwide shipping. They deliver internationally, and it's cheap manga, so it's a really good place to buy. Really great manga. Obviously, I get 10% commission off of each sale, so it helps me out also. So yeah, until then, stay tuned for the anime collection video, and I'll see you guys in a while. See you later.